What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 4 of the preseason here in year number 4 of our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up a victory to improve to 4-0 in the preseason. Things are definitely looking good for this Aviators team right now. Everything seems to be going our way throughout the preseason. Our defense struggled at times. Overall, I definitely think our defense is going to be a lot better than it was last year. Our offense is looking really good. Marcus Mariota had a pretty solid preseason himself, and I'm pretty happy with everybody right now. I think Tavon Austin is going to be a huge addition to this team. As you can see, 117.1 quarterback rating for Mariota. Definitely got to be happy with that. I think Tyson Russell has won back that backup role, and XxSnEaKyPxx going to be third string here, even though Russell doesn't necessarily fit what we're trying to do. Tavon Austin, a great preseason here. And you know what? He might be challenging Sankey for that starting role. Sankey, based on what he's done for us in the past, is going to start off as the starter. But Tavon Austin's going to get a lot of snaps. And if Tavon Austin comes to play and proves that he should be that #1 guy, that's the way it's going to be. However, I'd kind of prefer using him a little bit less as a speed guy. I'd like to have a guy that I can rely on for a full game. A little bit more so, I feel like Sankey fits that role. But even Jatarian Russell, you know, pretty solid preseason for an undrafted free agent. I'm pretty stoked with him as well. Chance Jokel had a good preseason. Doran Dickerson did a great job. Obviously, Austin did well out of the backfield too, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, like Jabbar Jordan, 19 tackles. Justin Brown was really a standout guy for me. We really saw him do a whole lot. The question is, he's not going to be better than Avery Williamson. He's probably not going to be better than, where is he? He's probably up top, actually. He's probably not going to be better than Tyler McElroy. It's a tough thing to look at. Let's see if we can look at the snaps played here. Is that shown here? Downs played. So, yeah, I mean, obviously McElroy played a lot more snaps, and really his stats are not all that much more. It's a tough call to make at this point. But you know what? I think Justin Brown kind of earned it, man. It's so tough. Like, this defense, like, who to start and who not to start. It's such a difficult situation right now. And it might be something that we fluctuate throughout the season. Again, you know, Bradford had a monster preseason as well. We really didn't see, look at this. We didn't see anything from Malik Hale here. You know, Malik Hale didn't play as much being in the starting unit, but Bradford came to play, man. He looked really good. He got some good tackles. And then he had that interception return for 66 yards. We got to be happy with that as well. Really, it's going to be tough. We got to figure out what we want to do here, because we're coming up on the regular season. We got to get our lineup checked. Again, so the way I look at look at this. Roberts and McCown are apparently twins separated at birth, I noticed. So yeah, we got Sankey here. Austin's right on his heels for taking over, though. I will say that Austin very well could be our starter in a few weeks. We'll just kind of have to see how it plays out. Defensively is where it gets really difficult. Because I really like what we got from Bradford. I also like a lot what we got from Brown here. But McElroy hasn't done anything to lose his job. He's been solid for us, you know? I feel like we got to go with Brown. Brown earned it. I always say I don't care about stats. I care about production. And Brown produced equally as much as McElroy did on like 60 less snaps. Somewhere around 60. I don't know the exact number. But overall, we're going to give Brown a shot. Now, that said, McElroy could sub in here at any given moment. And maybe I should just move McElroy to the outside. Let's go look at that. That might be an option. McElroy's too good not to play. And if we're getting that kind of production from Brown, then we need to start him. We have to start him. We just have to. We didn't see a whole lot from Hale there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll move McElroy over here to start the season. Hale didn't prove to me anything during the preseason. He's still a guy that I'm interested in seeing some, and he's still a guy that's going to play. John Latulele also had a great preseason for us. You know, he got a lot of sacks. In fact, I think he led our team in sacks in the preseason. But we just have so much linebacker depth right now. That's really what it comes down to. We're going to try this out. I cannot keep Justin Brown on the bench after the preseason that he had. He was outstanding for us, and he needs to be on the field. And again, we just have so much depth right now. It makes it very, very difficult to figure out where to go in that situation. But everything else I feel pretty comfortable with. I think we're looking good right now, you know. Jabbar Jordan looked good at times, and he looked bad at times. He gave up some big plays, but he also forced a fumble. You know, he had that awesome interception. I was pretty stoked with that. So another guy that I feel pretty comfortable with. But right now I'm going to keep him on the bench, and we'll see what Culliver can do. But I have a feeling this team could fluctuate a lot throughout the season. If we're not getting production from a certain spot, we have backups nearly everywhere that can step in and potentially make better plays for us. So I'm really excited looking at this season. I think this might be the year we could take the next step. I hope so. A lot of it's going to come down to avoiding injuries. We have to make sure we avoid injuries because, you know, that could definitely just doom us right away, as we've seen in the past. So we're going to play the Jaguars 2 times in the first 3 weeks. Unbelievable. Let's go check out their lineup here, see what they are working with this year, see what changes they've made, who they drafted, and get ready to start off the season, man. Brock Osweiler going to be the quarterback here still. Tom Savage and Will Small there. At running back, Marshawn Lynch and Carlos Hyde. Interesting. TJ Yeldon going down to that 3 spot. Allen Robinson, Emmanuel Sanders, Reggie Kelly, Casey Thomas, the new rookie, 6'4", out of UCLA coming in. And Mike Johnson, another 6'4" rookie, this one out of Texas. So a few young guys there. I don't know if Blake Bortles is injured. We're going to have to check on that. Julius Thomas and David Osbury still there at tight end for him. Oh, it's just... that doesn't work. It doesn't work as well. It doesn't register. There we go. We'll scroll through their offensive line really quick here. Kind of see everybody that they have. Not a bad offensive line. A few holes, but they also have some very good players there as well. Dante Fowler Jr. going to be sitting there going through their linebackers here. And their defense is not looking all that strong right now. They did bring in Ray Maluga, a guy I like a lot. Overall, though, this is not a very good defense. And that is something that's definitely going to play to our advantage. Now, they do have Vincent Snow. We know how good he is, but they're really lacking another star back there. And I think that's something that, again, Mariota and our explosive offense should be able to take advantage of. You know, we have Curtis Harden, Sean Sutton, Tavon Austin. Like, we got a lot of guys now that are capable of making some big-time plays. So that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on with their defense and them having holes like that. Let's go ahead, check out if Bortles is just injured right now. No, so he's actually changed teams. So no longer is Blake Bortles in the division. And if they're going to move forward with Osweiler, that's a risky decision. We're going to have to see if it pays off for him. Week 2, we have the Patriots. That's going to be a tough matchup. But the preseason is over, guys. Next up, we have week number 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, starting the season off with a division game. It is going to be a blast. Hopefully the Aviators show up to play. I feel like we look like the better team, to be honest, on paper. But it's really going to come down to if we make the right decisions, you know. We cannot make any poor reads, stuff like that. It's just going to cost us in the long term. But overall, I'm pretty stoked about this season, guys. I'm really excited about this one. And hopefully we can get it done. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Smash that like button if you did. And I'll see you guys in week 1 as we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Later.